Welcome to the Chimney and Fireplace Success Network, a weekly broadcast sponsored by CVC Coaching, hosted each week by industry speaker, coach, author, and educator Jerry Eisenhower. Our presentations are produced to assist business owners and managers in turning their business dreams into their business realities. And now, here's your host, Jerry Eisenhower.
I want to welcome you to another episode of the Chimney and Fireplace Success Network. This is Jerry Eisenhower, your host, and today I'm going to share a great idea with you that is field tested and field proven at this point. And it's a process we started a while back, but it's how to build rockstar technicians in record time. That's right, in record time. See, this is one of the biggest challenges we have in the blue-collar segment of the economy, which is, first of all, you got to find the right people. And that can be a difficult task for sure, because in this, you got to put them through and make sure that you got people with the right culture, the right drive, and the mechanical skills that you need in order to train them in record time. And this involves a pretty dedicated search this day and time. Involves background checks, drug testing, and disc assessment and other things, because the first thing is, in order to grow a great plant, you got to have quality seeds. So what you're doing in the hiring process is you're putting on the search for the right guy, the right gal to join your team that has what we call the right stuff. But once you find this person, then your goal's got to be, how do I take this person up to the highest level I can in the shortest period of time? Well, I'm going to share that with you today and how you can do this. And again, the system I'm going to share with you is now proven. It works. It truly works. So listen in. Let me share with you our proven process that is now building rockstar technicians in record time. Now, first of all, I want to give you an example of what I'm seeing. I've been doing instruction in classrooms and training across America for over 35 years. I may have talked to you at some point, maybe more than once. You've been in one of my classes or courses. And a lot of times what I'm teaching is advanced courses, things that are beyond the basics. In order to comprehend this, in order to make the most use of the information that we're sharing with you in these advanced courses, the first thing is you got to have the basics in mind. It's kind of like in our gas training here at CVC. If you come to a gas training and don't have any knowledge of what the basics of gas are, then that's going to slow your progress down. So there's ways to build this base training before you come to this live training to teach you about gas technology and how to service and install. And it's in everything we do in our industry. We've got to have that basic knowledge in order to understand the more advanced things that we're going to learn, how we're going to put these to work for our team, for our companies, and with our customers. And this involves a lot of things, but like I said, the first thing is, for this process to work, you've got to have the right seed. In other words, you've got to hire people with the right stuff, and that involves a lot of work this day and time. One of our coaches here at CVC is Brandy Biswell. And in her own business, what she does is she's the owner, part owner of Blues Brothers in Kansas City. And at this point, what does Brandy spend the majority of her time in today? Human resources. Finding, locating, onboarding, and training new team members. But not only that, how to take the existing team members to a higher level. So the process we're going to talk about here is going to work for also with your existing employees. And how do you take them to that rock star level in record time? And how do you provide the continuing ongoing training that they've got to have? So first of all, I want to tell you a little story. And this happened in more than once, but I'm going to give you the story of this past week in my life, in my career. And this past week, I was honored to present a class on masonry chimney diagnostics and analysis. Now, I've been presenting this information. I keep changing it and modifying it and adapting it, but I've been presenting this particular course for probably close to 25 years now. I used to do this. It was called a D&D class. Then we did an advanced D&D. And then when I formed CVC Success Group, we started presenting this information as our diagnostics and analysis course. It's a 2-day course. And in this, what we deal with is what causes masonry chimneys to deteriorate and fail. And we're talking about a lot of physics. We're talking about a lot of background knowledge, and we're going through history and other things. But in order to come out of this class successfully and move on and use the information, you got to come into the class with a basic amount of knowledge. So in this particular class, I had 2 new hires. One in the class had 30 days of experience. That's right, 30 days of experience. Another person in the class had 90 days of experience. Now, in this same class was someone with over 35 years experience, owns his own business. And here's what I saw. I saw this 30-day veteran and this 90-day veteran, because of the basic training that they had coming into this course, I would have thought that these 2 guys had years of experience. They were able to absorb, they were able to answer questions, and they were able to interject wisdom into the class. In fact, one of them came up with some great ideas about how to present information to a customer about a crown wash that I had never thought of. I even told him, I'm going to be using this in my classes. I'm going to be using this. So as we went through this more and more, and it was just such an interesting thing, and it invigorated me because the processes that we've been presenting for the last year and a half is showing where it works. And what's the process? The process is called virtual training. In other words, what these 2 guys had done, they had come to work in a company that was very dedicated and driving them by their required attendance in virtual training classes. They had a set schedule to follow. In this set schedule, it was decided what they would watch and what they would partake of and how they would be tested and measured on this information each and every week. And over a period of time, what happened was these guys got it to an unreal level. And this is not the first time that I've had this occurrence. I'm seeing it happen more and more and more and more. Now, what's great about this? What's great about this to me is that you can now do these things, and not be held hostage by your experienced employees. Your experienced employees are going to be driven to do better because they see people coming on that are moving to a higher level than them in a very rapid manner. So what you got to do, what's the process for this? Well, first of all, you've got to subscribe to a virtual training platform, which provides you hundreds and hundreds of hours of training on numerous subject matters. The training that they need on all phases of the chimney, venting, and hearth industry. The training that they need to understand and comprehend, starting with the most basics and building up from there and learning their technical skills, their communication skills, their presentation skills, and how they can get better. But it takes more than that. It takes leadership that is imparting to the new hire the importance of this. This is explained in the interview process. We are a company that has a world-class education system that we are going to expect you to get your training in. We're going to expect this, and we're going to hold you accountable. And then they show the new hire how this system works and the information that's in it. And here's the answer that the person conducting the interview often gets. You mean that you're going to give me all this training so I can be successful in this? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. We're going to give you this level of training. And this is where it's at. It's going to take the right seed. It's going to take the right buy-in by the employee. It's going to take the leadership on the part of the person that leads them. It's going to take a system to track and measure their progress. And it's going to take celebration of their accomplishments, of their achievements. It's an entire process that you have to follow if you want to make it work, if you want to make it work. So this is the process of the day. This is the process that you can now partake of that is used by world-class companies around the world that are training their people with their in-house virtual programs. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. You can build a virtual training platform like this, but it takes a lot of time and a pile of content in order to fill up this platform. The neat thing about today's virtual platforms is going to be that you can also upload your own proprietary training into it. Now, there's a lot of virtual platforms to pick from out here. I'm not going to tell you one is bad or anything else, but I'm going to share with you that we've developed the CVC Basecamp online virtual platform. It's being very widely used. We're also seeing every week new people are coming to this program. And they're doing this and applying it. And if they apply the principles, remember, you've got to get buy-in. And on our courses, we actually have a course to teach you how to get this buy-in, what the processes are, because we often hear the following. Well, I've got a platform, but I can't get my people to use it. Well, this is the problem. When your people aren't using it, it's a sign of poor leadership. No offense. It's also a sign you don't have a process for assignment, for tracking, for measuring, for celebration, and all the other things that are involved. By going through the process, and again, it's a process. Think of it like a recipe. It's just like if somebody gives you a recipe to bake a cake, and the cake that they bake with this recipe is a phenomenal cake. It's a record-breaking cake. It's a cake that could win at the county fair. But if you alter that recipe, what's going to happen is the cake is going to be flat. The cake is going to be flat. So I don't want to reach out to you today, and I want to stress to you that you need to add virtual training to your toolbox. If you're not using virtual training in today's time frame, you are not using one of the best tools that's ever been invented for success. And it's available to you 24/7 because technology today is making use of the internet and how it can train your people to go to this higher level that we know we all want to go to. It's where it's really at for us out here. So the question to you is, do you want to be successful? But I want to speak also about something else today, which is how can you see processes and systems in action? And we recently here at CVC Coaching, we have unveiled and released what we call the Flues Brothers Experience. And what's the Flues Brothers Experience? The Flues Brothers Experience is where you can visit with one of our team members, Brandy Biswell, and her husband, Jeremy, at Flues Brothers in Kansas City. And a lot of people used to call, I can remember Bart Ogden calling Jeremy Golden Boy. Why? Because everything Jeremy was doing was showing success. And Jeremy is a super business owner. And what he and Brandy have built in Kansas City is unequaled, very unequaled across the United States. It's a debt-free business. It's debt-free. They pay for everything. They're super successful. And not only that, they're also two of the greatest parents I've ever had a privilege to meet in the way that they have the time to spend with Noah and Haley, their two kids. In other words, what you can do by visiting at the Blues Brothers Experience, taking your own trip there, your field trip, it could be a phenomenal thing for you. You see, what we often see is we keep seeing, and it is really mind boggling, the amount of educational presentations that are going across the United States. So it's kind of like you can make a decision. Do you want to go sit in another big hotel or meeting room and listen to the same stories being told again that's been told in the past? Or do you want to get information that you can use where you see it in practice and where they're going to share their secret sauce with you? So if you're interested in the Blues Brothers Experience, contact us here, info@cbcsuccessgroup.com, and we'll have Brandy and Jeremy follow up with you, and they can share with you how they can custom tailor the Blues Brothers Experience for your visit with them. You can do a short tour. You can spend one day there. You can spend 2 days. But what we need to know is, at CBC and also at the Blues Brothers, is how do we help you take those business dreams where you've been held back and move you forward, where you turn those business dreams into your business realities. So one of our concepts, because we're always coming out with new stuff here at CBC Success Group, is we needed to give you a model you could walk into that you could emulate. And we feel like we've got the best program in the industry right now for people to visit. So the question to you is, what's holding you back? What are the walls that you can't seem to get over? You know you got those business dreams, and how do you make them business realities? This is often what we hear from my coaching client. We know what we need to do. We just can't build the strategy to make it happen. And this is what we do at CBC Success Group. We work with these companies and we put our different members of the team on it. If it's hiring, hey, we got one of the world-class experts here in Cheryl Eisenhower. She's a DISC certified. She's certified to administer and debrief on DISC and is doing hiring now for a lot of companies across the United States. She can filter through that maze and help you select the right people. We got Brandy Biswell. What does Brandy do? She works with the office staffs. She discovers all the potholes, all the roadblocks, all the deflections that happen in offices every day, and shares and develops systems to fix it. And what she's doing with the clients she's working with is making phenomenal change. And we've got Aaron Marcus. And what does Aaron do? Aaron can work with you on your communication style. She teaches you how to have that difficult conversation, whether it be with a customer, with those you lead, or with those that lead you. Many times a difficult conversation is something you got to learn to operate. And that's Aaron's specialty. And we keep going through the list of Bob Wise, we got Ike Rowland, and we've got Bob Ferrari, and we're adding other people to our team all the time. And we're building up our team, such as my friend Tim Reed, who's doing a little bit with us now. We hope to do more. And Tim's a phenomenal guy sitting out on the Pacific coast, and he's another guy that can help people reach their dreams. That's our mission here at CBC Success Group. I wanted to share this story with you today about how you can build rock star technicians in record time for your company. And today the tools are there and they're very affordable. All you got to do is do that thing that most of us fail to do, which is implement. You see, one of the leading failures in business is failure to implement. People see great ideas, but they're either fearful of failure or they think they can't do it or whatever. Well, this is the way it is. As a leader, you've got to set your mind that you can succeed once you set it up. You got to set the stage for success. And that's what we do at CBC Success Group. We work with people just like you every single day to help them reach their business dreams. And we'd love to be able to have that opportunity to do that with you. And with that, my name is Jerry Eisenhower here, and this is sponsored every episode by our company, the CBC Success Group. Let us know how we can help you stop dreaming about those dreams and instead help provide the tools to make your business dreams into your business realities. I appreciate you joining me today. It's been an honor, it's been a privilege, and it's been a pleasure. And I look forward to the opportunity to speak to you. Reach out to us here, info@cbcsuccessgroup.com. Let us know how we can help you. We're very easy to reach. Just reach out to us. We want to help you become that rock star business. We want to help you get your dreams in this world. And with that, we're going to end this episode. Appreciate you joining me. Look forward to you joining me for our next episode. Thanks a lot and have a great day.
Thanks for joining us here each week at the Chimney and Fireplace Success Network, sponsored by CVC Coaching, providing you the coaching and educational outreach services you need to move to your dream destination in business and in life.